What is up, Fit Fam? It's Coach Rye, Team Flex. You're on my channel right here where today we're going to pop in and talk about how to do a shoulder and back workout for bikini or wellness. All right, these are very comparable divisions, so this workout would actually be beneficial for both. I'm kind of going to be running you through here on our coaching app an actual workout type style that I would set up for somebody who's competing in bikini, who's competing in wellness, needs to get that right shape and that right size. So let's start with that criteria first and, kind of talk about what that is so you understand the purpose of the workout. And, remember at any point in time, if you want this actual workout, you want to download the app and go through it and be able to track your sets, reps, watch the videos, do all that. You can do that on our website, teamfflex.com, and it is free. All right. So head over there and check that out. Okay. So bikini and wellness, the reason that you could interchange these workouts almost is because it's pretty identical, as far as the muscularity goes for the upper body in bikini and wellness. The big differentiating factor between bikini and between wellness is obviously the wellness lower body being far more hypertrophied, a lot more muscle there. However, upper body is pretty comparable, and the judges are going to want to see a lot of the similarities, okay? And so when we're looking at the shoulders in wellness, it becomes about the roundness, the fullness, and the shape, okay? Which means you got to target all three heads of the deltoid, which this workout's going to do. It's going to really develop those, get that fullness, that roundness that creates that width, that top part of the hourglass, if you will. And the back obviously becomes very important, for the sweep, the taper, if you will, into the waist that we see in the front pose as well as in the back pose. So really important to hit these, you guys. And let's dive into this actual workout and talk about what we're doing. Okay, so a little bit of warm-up work here. So we do vacuums on Team Flex a lot for our competitors because it is one of the only exercises that's going to train, the transverse abdominis. And this is your deep intra-abdominal muscle that will actually, if you train it and you know how to utilize it, it's going to be very effective for your posing on stage, but also for your physique overall. It will actually, shrink your waist. So it's a very effective exercise, something I like to have people do a lot, in our type of workouts. So that's what we use for competitors. It's a good warm-up, gets your abs right, gets your midsection right, and, it's helping bring that tapered look on stage. Now, let's move into the actual, warm-up here more so, getting the body moving, get it working with this 10 minutes on an incline, okay? And this is a max incline walk where we just want to kind of get in there and hit it for 10 minutes, kind of work that posterior chain, glute, hamstrings, all that. Very effective for a bikini or for wellness competitor. Either way, it's just a cardio warm-up to get things going. We move into then our supersets here. You'll see where we're going to go back and forth between some upright rows with a band and then a face pull. And these are really just to go ahead and, target the actual muscles we're going to work. We want to start warming up the shoulder joint, get that all working right. This becomes very beneficial for training. If you're not doing a warm-up, it's going to detract from the effort that you're actually able to bring in your session. And also, you're going to get into a spot where you're not going to get as good of progress muscle-wise, but also, you're risking injury at that point. So now we're moving into the real sets of this workout, you guys. And this is pretty intense, workout. If you do decide to do this, definitely take a screenshot of this video right now and tag me on social media. Let me know if you went through this. But we're going to start with machine assisted pull-ups, okay? And you can do this with a band too if you want to. It's just an assisted pull-up. It's just a variation that's going to really produce the result we want. And we're doing higher rep here. This is a 12, 4 sets of 12. And so we want to make sure that we're getting these actual reps in. So that's why it's an assisted thing. A lot of people would have a hard time doing 12 pull-ups straight, with good form where we want to be. And, in this type of division, we're trying to really optimize the muscularity and the shape. So you want to make sure you're going to have that benefit. And we're only doing 30 seconds rest between sets, keeping the set rest pretty, short because we want to keep that body pumping, keep the cardio benefit, also get the pump in the muscle at the same time too. All right, let's move into dumbbell single arm bent over row. So this is a classic exercise to target the lat. This really helps the sweep. It'll draw that latissimus dorsi into the waist a lot more, which again, I said becomes very important for not only the front pose, but also the back pose in both bikini and wellness. And for this, we're going to do 4 sets of 8 on each side with a 3-2 tempo. So that means when you're doing this movement, it's going to be 3 seconds, as the weight is dropping down towards the floor, and 2, pulling it in. So it's a purposely controlled tempo of the movement, which puts all the tension into the right muscles, and it elicits a really good response from the body. It will really help that V-taper start. Again, 30 seconds rest between those sets here, okay? Now we're going to do some single arm hammer strength high row, okay? So this is a little bit of a different exercise. You're kind of doing this off to a side angle more so, where you're going to actually sit on the hammer strength machine off to the side a bit, and this you're going to be able to then pull in your lat a little bit more. So this almost helps you really just open out the width a little bit more, get a lot more of that length out of there, and you can really pull that in. Again, when we're talking about bikini, we're talking about wellness. We want that width up top, the tapers down. So this is a really good exercise to do that. And it's kind of one of the more fun ones, a little bit out of the ordinary, not the standard stuff you would see. This is 4 sets where we're going to do different reps on each set. So you do a set of 12, a set of 10, a set of 8, and a set of 8. And those are the numbers for each set. After those are done, you're moving on to dumbbell pullover. Now, dumbbell pullover, one of the best exercises, period, for, the upper body. It's going to help overall, lengthen out the shoulders, lengthen out the back, even work into the chest a bit. It's just a really beneficial exercise for creating this tapered look, and one that not enough people do anymore. So really like to have the dumbbell pullover in there. And basically what we're going to do is a drop set. This is a 12 by 12 drop set, which means you do 12 reps. Then you immediately are going to drop the weight and do another 12 reps with a lighter weight. Once you've done both those drops right there, that's one set, okay? And we're doing 4 of these for 30 seconds. If you guys are doing this workout, you'll understand that this is pretty intense by this point of the lift here. All right, so now we're going to move into a little bit more of the shoulder work. We kind of took care of the back at this point. We want to blast out the boulders, bring these shoulders through. Like I said, in wellness and bikini, it's very important to have that fullness all the way through. So one of the exercises I really like to have people do is a clean and press, okay? And this is a good exercise, not one you may see a lot of people doing in the gym anymore, but this is really going to target every part of your upper body, right? You're going to get all of your shoulder to work. You're going to get all of your upper back to work. You're going to get basically the benefit of doing 10 different exercises in one movement. So it's a really good exercise for the body, really good exercise for the power. We do it late in the workout to make sure that, you're not using too much load here. You want to be in a spot where you can do these reps with really good form. It's a little bit more of a complex movement. So we're doing 4 sets of 6 here, 30 seconds rest between those sets. So it's a heavier weight, less reps, but we're not doing it to the point where we're trying to train specifically for super heavy power weight. It's more for the bodybuilding benefit we're going to get from working many different muscles at once. Looking now to dumbbell Arnold shoulder press. Now, everybody loves the Arnold press. This is a really good exercise to, again, target all of the heads of the deltoid. You can literally get them all in here if you're doing this correctly, where you're going to get the front head of the deltoid, the lateral head, and then the rear head is all going to go to work here as you do the Arnold press. And it's one of the better exercises for really bringing that roundness, that fullness, that shape. This is a pretty intense protocol I have people do on this one here for this workout, at least, that I whipped up for you guys. It's going to be 4 sets of 8-8 triple drops. Okay, so this is 8-8-8 on a triple drop set, which means you do 8 reps with that weight. You're going to drop it and do 8 reps, and you're going to drop it one more time and do 8 reps, and then you're going to rest. It's pretty gnarly. That's only one set. You want to do that 4 times. And I should also say, you guys, if this seems a bit intense, you can definitely go through this and do 3 sets if you're not as advanced. Higher level competitors, people that are maybe competing more proficiently or at a higher level are going to need more volume, more sets and all that. But if you're out there and you just want to try this workout out, you could always start with lower sets, do 3 sets, even 2 sets on some exercises, and always work your way up. So keep that in mind. Now, to wrap up this workout, what we're going to do is kind of a shoulder blast, and this really is just a superset of 3 different exercises where we're going to work some different rep ranges. So this is going to go all together, where we're going to do a dumbbell upright row, a dumbbell lateral raise, and then also a seated reverse fly. And so these are all going to be done with 0 rest. At that point, then we'll rest for 30 seconds. So for the upright rows here, we're going to get the benefit of hitting many of the parts of the shoulder at the same time. Again, I mean, really, in every single one of these, we're kind of hitting everything. You're getting the full shoulder right there, the front head, the lateral head, the rear head of the delt, all things that are going to bring that fullness through. Going right into that lateral raise then with no rest at this point, where specifically we're trying to bring out that lateral head of the deltoid, create that roundness. And then, the reverse fly hits the rear of the shoulders as well. So really, we're kind of blasting through, just hitting everything at once. This superset is pretty gnarly because the reps are going to change, right? So you're doing your first first set is 12, your second set is 10, your next set is 8, the next set is 12, and the final set would be 16 for a total of 5 sets, okay? So if you make it through 5 sets of this, I mean, just this little superset alone at the end is probably enough of a workout for most people on shoulders. But again, remember I said if it's feeling too intense, you can always bring those reps down. You know, just do 3 sets of a 12, 10, 8 maybe. You can work your way up to those 5 sets, okay? But this is a very effective workout overall for anybody who's trying to get this wellness shape, this wellness aesthetic, this bikini shape, this bikini aesthetic on the upper body. It makes a big difference, you guys. If you're training right at the right intensity with the right protocol, you want to make sure you have enough exercises to address each part and you're doing with enough volume and enough load. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time spinning your wheels. So yeah, the workout's pretty intense, but it will be beneficial. Definitely give it a shot. And if you guys want the full thing, you can easily go over to the website right now, teamfflex.com, get this full workout, plus, you know, an additional week of workouts where that's our free trial for you, where you can check that out, really get that an experience and give that a shot. And you can track all of it in here. You don't have to write this down. It's all done for you in the app. So be sure to do that if you're interested. If you guys want more videos of workouts like this, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Coach Rye is out.